Hello guys, how is everyone? I am in my Christmas PJs, as you can probably see, and my friends have put on a little TV Christmas fireplace, and I have a Baileys in hand, so we're good to go for Christmas, you know. Who else? Who's got their tree up? Who's, you know, doing crazy Christmas things already? I'm doing a roast dinner as well this evening with a bunch of friends. Oh, thank goodness it worked.
You never thought you'd say thank goodness for me joining.
I know. And can I also just say, you look so handsome.
Thank you, darling. I'm trying to get it right. Is my lighting better than last week?
Yeah, but your hair, your face, like, you look incredible.
Thank you. Oh, thank you.
That just goes to show the importance of good lighting.
Yes. Well, listen. Yeah, I'm trying. I don't want to look too yellow. Oh, that's slightly better. Ooh. How's that?
That's really good. You look like you're doing a self-tape.
How are you? You look like you're filming a Matalan advert with the roaring fire. I'm just waiting for Mark Wright and Denise Van Outen to join. You look lovely.
So that's what I was doing earlier, but I thought I'd just keep the PJs on. No, I'm actually doing, me and a bunch of friends were doing a roast dinner this evening.
Oh.
So really, really nice, really Christmassy. So I thought I would just do this in my Christmas PJs.
That's lovely. Well, who would have thought you were out till the early hours last night?
I know, but Grandma Amy, I was still in bed by 2 a.m.
Were you?
Yes!
Ah, you're so good.
Honestly, I had a nap on the sofa in the nightclub. Like,
that's my kind of gal.
Yeah, I just don't care. I will, when I'm tired, gotta go to bed. But how are you? What have you done today?
Well, my brother is back from deployment. He's been off with the Navy for 10 months.
Wow.
So he's been back at mine this weekend and helped me with DIY. And we just had a massive roast dinner of roast lamb with all the trimmings and a cheese board.
Oh my God. That's my favourite. The cheese board is the best bit.
Yeah, 100%.
And also my favourite is roast lamb. So
what roast are you having?
We're going to do chicken.
Yum.
We're doing a lazy one. You know the chickens that you put in the oven in the plastic bags?
Yeah.
Doing one of those.
I think that's allowed if you were out last night.
Exactly. And all of us, these friends as well, came to the party last night. So we were all like, guys, let's just cheat.
Aww.
Yeah.
Well, I would have loved to have been there, and I'm sorry I couldn't make it.
I know, but you're a busy boy and you were there in spirit, so it's fine.
Thank you, darling. Thank you. Listen, if you are joining us for the first time, Amy, what is this? Why are we here on a Sunday at 6?
So this is our weekly Instagram live called Strictly Between Us. It's all about BBC Strictly Come Dancing. Benjy and I are both massive, massive fans. So we just have a little gossip, don't we, and a chinwag and a recap.
What do we say? It's the completely unofficial, unauthorised Strictly recap show, which is strictly between us and
everyone else on social media.
I don't know why that makes me laugh so much still.
It's the best thing.
Yeah, totally.
It's the best thing.
Thank you guys for joining, and especially thank you Strictly Come Dancing Fan X for joining, because we have some people that give us loads of support, like Tom Higgs, Jojo, Lou, like our day ones, and we wouldn't be doing this still 10 weeks on.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for people like that. And last week we had some really great questions from the question button. We're getting a few of those in. So Amy, maybe at the end I'll ask you some of those questions. So if you want to ask some questions about what we think about Strictly, or you disagree with us, yes, James Reese, we are asking questions, but they are Strictly questions. Please do ask those questions and we'll try.
Perfect. So let's get things started. I need to just address, which everyone's gone crazy for, the opening number by the pro dancers.
Wow.
Need I go on? Like,
what was your favourite bit of it?
the ending when
Yeah.
when the camera was just on OT.
Yeah, like maybe because you're better at understanding dance pieces. Like I loved it just as much as you. I don't know like if I totally understood it, but that like wasn't necessary. But like, what did you think was the message of it?
That these two people were together and he had to go away, and then years later they bump into each other again in the bar.
Ah, oh, okay, okay,
What
okay.
did you think?
I thought they were a couple that they were thinking about how life used to be for them, and then it came back to the modern day. I'm not sure. I haven't
No,
really.
so I just think, because do you remember how in love they were? Like when
Yeah,
they saw each other in the bar,
yeah.
I think it was like, oh my God, it's all coming back to me. Like, this is why I was in love with you.
Yeah, I mean, either way, like, I love all the dancers in that show, but I kind of like OT for me. I know that she has a lot going on in her professional life, but to be able to have the time to work on that dance and to show up for that dance.
Yeah, she showed up, honey.
Sean says they met at the wrong time, and I think that fits with your
Okay, yeah.
narrative. Is that right?
That would, yeah, that's a good way to say it. Thanks, Mum.
Love that. Now, and hats off to Jason Gilkison who choreographed that.
Yes.
So.
And also, what were we just saying about what's the amazing actress's name that sang?
Oh my God, Cassidy Jansen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sensational. Sensational.
So for anyone that doesn't know, she is a West End superstar, and Benjy and I were lucky enough to go and see the new musical called And Juliet, and she plays Anne Hathaway. So she plays Shakespeare's wife. Phenomenal, like absolutely phenomenal.
Superstar is often overused, but for Cassidy Jansen, it is not. Like
I thought for 1 second, I said, of BBC Strictly, I know they got Cynthia Erivo, so have they really gone and got Celine? Because
did you think?
it was. Tell me, it didn't sound like Celine.
Yeah. But I thought it would have been billed probably higher if it was better if it was Celine. But Strictly Come Dancing fan says I love her and we love her too. So yeah, a fantastic opening number. Now, Amy, before we get into the goss, and today we haven't got a guest because we're getting close to the final. We need plenty of time to unpack every single act, which we will do.
Yes.
Yeah. We usually choose the best of the best, but today we're going to just get through everyone because we've got a number where we can. And remember, guys, I said it before, I say it again, if you disagree with us, pop it in the questions. If you want to ask a question about Strictly, pop it in the questions. We'll get them at the end. Amy, overall, how did you feel the quarterfinal was?
Really underwhelmed. I kind of felt like there was like they were all quite tired. So it was more that I could feel it was the quarter semi-finals rather than, wow. Do you know what I mean? Which is so sad.
I don't know what you mean because I didn't see it. I saw misses. I saw a lot of misses, but I don't know if I felt that it was tired. I don't know. I'm not sure.
But then also, is that because it is the quarter semi-finals, so they're pulling out all the stops, and maybe they overshot, you know, by a little bit?
I think they overshot. I mean, someone just put, is Gio playing it safe? We'll get to Gio a little bit later. But I think that they were a bit too ambitious. But saying that, for some people, that ambition paid off. And again, we'll get to that in the goss. So should we crack on with the goss?
Do it. Go.
So first of all, John and Johannes did a salsa. Now, I thought it was full of energy. I still feel, and now I might be biased or I might be seeing it totally wrong, I don't feel that they're dancing together. I feel that they're dancing side by side. And during a salsa, I want to feel the chemistry and the passion. And I feel John is still very much in showman mode.
There's lots of you guys that are agreeing it didn't feel like the quarter semi-final. which you know I agree with. But John and Johannes, you said this a couple of weeks back that you never feel like they're together. It's always kind of like, you know, two friends that are just dancing side by side. And I really, really saw that this week.
Really?
I haven't necessarily agreed with you on that one before, not just because I didn't want to agree, but so I actually do agree today. It just felt messy. Kind of felt a bit messy.
Well, it was a bit messy because John Waite dropped Johannes at the end.
Johannes, bless him, he did say it was his fault.
It was his fault. Now, question for you. If something like that happens, should the couple get marked down?
Yeah, because they're
Really?
a pair. They're
Okay.
not just being judged on the celebrity. That it's a duo.
See, I don't think that's fair.
Okay, what? Explain.
Well, because the celebrity is the person that's learning to dance, and the pros shouldn't let them down. If they do, it's not the celebrity's fault.
Yeah, I do feel like there was something that happened years ago that Brendan got really angry. Do you remember what my favourite pro dancer ever was Brendan?
Right.
And he did something, he messed up or something, and he got quite angry because he was like, it's not her fault, it's not her fault, it's my fault. So actually that is a really good point.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know whether it's wrong or right. I just like to explore it with you because I know we always have different points of view on this. So guys, like, if you agree or disagree, put it in the comments. Should they be marked down if the pro messes up, or stick it in the question box? We'll read out your comments. Right, that's John and Johannes. Amy, talk to me about Rhys and Nancy. What did you... This was the Argentine tango, wasn't it?
Yeah. So I thought, first of all, incredible. Absolutely incredible. I thought this style suited Rhys very, very well. Again, I think it was Anton that made a comment saying or actually it might have been Shirley, but it was one of them that just said, you can see Nancy feels really comfortable with Rhys. And I think, you know, he was so strong in that dance. And the complete opposite to what we've just been saying about John and Johannes, I literally feel like they were one.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, Jordan Harvey says it's about partnerships, and I guess that's agreeing with you. That's saying it is about the couple. If one person's weak, the whole side are let down. It's a fair comment. I was worried about Rhys doing the Argentine tango. I was really, really worried. A bit like Dan kind of doing a dance that's not the waltz or the American Smooth.
Yeah.
I was really impressed. And Rhys said something really interesting. He said, his girlfriend said to him, if I'm not jealous of you, if I'm not jealous of Nancy when you dance, you're not doing it right. That's what his girlfriend Beth said to him. And I think that is banging. I love
that. That is girlfriend points right there.
Yeah.
And it's true, because it's also like when actors do plays and musicals, they need to portray love and partnership, and dancing is acting, singing is acting, everything is acting. So, you know, they smashed it out the water this week, because I really felt a connection between the two of them. And there was a really strong moment at the end of the dance where Nancy literally held on to him, and just like they looked at each other and they were like, do you remember?
I didn't see it, but I know you're much more kind of technically observant than me. I'm always listening to Craig's comments, but I know that you pick up on a lot of interesting stuff. We've got loads of comments coming in. One of the judges said that it was the best chemistry they'd seen all series. Yeah. I really disagree with that comment. What about you two? Big fan of AJ and Kai over here. Rhys and Nancy, best chemistry of the series.
I would say Adam and Katya's dance was the best chemistry. When the internet went crazy, that one.
We'll have to do an awards ceremony when we do our final episode and give out some awards of awards.
Yes, we will. Cool.
Shall I move on to Joe and Rose?
Yes.
This was an American Smooth. I absolutely loved it. And I have to say, I think it's actually my favourite dance from them. It wasn't like intense. It was just a beautiful, jolly, bouncy, beautiful dance.
Yeah.
And the reason, and I was watching it with my brother's girlfriend, and she said that lift that she did, where she kind of jumped into it, is like the headbanger of Strictly.
Yeah.
It's like Dancing on Ice's headbanger.
Yeah, I can't believe they did that. Like, I was about to say, that lift is even harder than people even really know. Because Gio has to catch her, but also maintain the weight, knowing when she's going to hit the ground. So, yeah, I thought that was incredible.
Yeah.
And also, what I love about the quick step is that if it's done correctly, it looks easy. But the quick step actually has so much footwork and like different patterns of footwork that it's actually probably one of the hardest. And Rose made it look so easy. Joyful.
Just that was the point at which any doubts about who was going to win went out, and I went, Rose and Gio have got this. I say unfortunately because it'd be nice to go into a final knowing there's some jeopardy, but this year I don't think there's any jeopardy. What do you think, Ames? Is it sort of signed, sealed, delivered?
No, I think anything can happen at this point. I really do, because I feel like everyone is great. And again, I didn't think Bill Bailey would win last year, and he did. So you never know.
Okay. Dan and Nadiya with, was it a tango?
Dan and Nadiya did the tango.
Yeah. Okay. What did you think?
I was just looking at Nadia's amazingly strong back.
I thought it was awkward, and Craig, and you know I love Craig and I agree with basically everything he says. Did you hear what he said?
Yeah.
Do you think he was having a joke? Because him and Dan don't get on.
I don't know.
What did he say?
Well, I can't remember. I just remember him and Anton completely disagreeing. And Craig said it was really great.
Craig said it was his best dance of the series.
Yeah.
I think he was having a joke or having him on.
Do you reckon? Because Craig is normally quite negative towards Dan.
Yeah, and it wasn't his best dance of the series. I know that we've got a Dan and Nadiya fan group on here, so it would be great to hear what you guys think, the fan group. Craig said it was the best dance of the series. I'm not sure what you guys think. Like, Dan Walker has been amazing at some stuff, and I just don't think that the tango was one of them.
Well, and also Anton's comments were a bit awkward. They were quite long-winded. He was basically like stabbing a needle constantly into Dan's eye. And I just thought, okay, you said it's not good. Let's stop.
Yeah, totally agree. Yeah, it was tough. Cool. I know you love AJ and Kai. They're our final couple. What do you think?
Right. The stuff they were doing, really, really hard. That's amazing. So the quick lifts, there was one section where they did like one lift out. When she went up on here, she went up, sat there, held her body weight to then make her legs go round. That's really hard.
Yeah.
And then she hit the ground and span back round the other way.
Yeah.
And she did lose her feet a little bit, but that would be like nerves. And then the lift at the end, which again, Kai said was his fault.
Well, this is it. Is that part of the reason you thought everyone was exhausted?
Yeah. Because of these lifts that they were trying to all put in.
I can see that.
So, was I wowed? I don't know. It wasn't my best. Wasn't my favourite. But the stuff that they were doing was so hard. And also, are we forgetting how good they are because they're good every time?
That's it. AJ, it was my fault and we were exhausted. Oh, Kai, bless you. Mate, Kai, we still thought you were wicked. Like, the thing is, we we know that AJ and Kai always deliver. This is the thing.
They always deliver.
So, you know. Oh, bless you, Kai. Well, thank you for watching. We love hearing from the people on the show. And yeah. So also, may I just say on AJ and Kai, Tess was judging again. Tess, present the show. Leave the judging to the judges.
I think there was like a little something Craig's I think with Rhys. Was it Rhys? Craig was like, it was amazing. One thing I would say, and it was like a little thing about footwork or something, but he was like, but it's minor. He was literally like, that's minor. And Tess went, yes, minor.
Is that and I was like, oh my god, I love Tess's shade. That is amazing. We've talked about so many weeks. We love Tess to bits, but present the show, judges judge.
Yeah.
So yeah. Do you want to do the gongs or some questions first?
Let's do some questions, babe.
Okay, let's have a look. Oh, I love that Kai's joined us. Kai, you've got to come and join and be a guest on the Instagram Live. We have to hear it from the horse's mouth. Do request. I'm sure Amy will let you in.
I'll let you in, darling, with bells and whistles.
Okay. Oh, I like this. Amy, and you'll like this question. Crazy Cutie says, do you think quarterfinals should go back to musicals week? Ah, did quarterfinals used to be musicals week? I'm sure there's some Strictly experts. What do you think, Ames?
Did musicals week used to be Blackpool?
No, musicals week was in Elstree, because I've been to Blackpool and musicals week, and it was in Elstree. So, what do you think? Quarterfinals?
I don't necessarily think it needs to, but a theme, like some sort of theme, would be good. But what that would be, not sure, because they've done films and they've done musicals. So what could they do next?
I love musicals week. It's literally my favourite part.
It's literally why I watch it.
We love it. We love it. Strictly Come Dancing fan has asked, who do you think deserves to win? Sorry.
What?
Well, it's got to be AJ and Kai. Isn't that right, Kai? Yeah, well, it's a tough call at this point. Like you say, it's anyone's game.
So do you know what? It's actually a really, really hard one, the word deserve, because obviously anyone that's made it this far deserves to win, right? Because this is not what they do as a profession, and they have done, you know, so well. But you've got a couple like AJ and Kai who have just smashed it every single week. But then you've got someone like Dan Walker who has probably never danced in his life ever. And he's made it to the final as well. So, but who's to say one deserves it more than the other? That's a really hard question.
Well, I want Dan to win because I just love when unexpected stuff happens. I'm a bit of an anarchist.
Yeah.
So I love stuff like that. Should we give out the gongs, my dear?
Let's give out the gongs, darling.
People are saying that Kai's left, so it's safe now. But it was safe before because we're always fair with our critiques. So isn't that right?
Always.
Yeah.
We only ever say what everyone's thinking.
Yeah, and we're never personal. We look at people's dancing, people's skills, and that's what Strictly is about.
Yeah.
Amy, my dear, would you like to give out best costume?
So, I'm going to give out, will you give me a drum roll? Best costume this week goes to Nancy!
Yay! I like Nancy. No, I loved AJ's. That sparkly, glittery, goldy business looks amazing.
Yeah, she looks good.
Yeah. I love that Strictly Come Dancing fan gave us a drum roll in the comments.
Oh,
that's lovely.
I love everyone so much that watches this.
Jessie Treats has just joined, and we love Jessie. She gives us so much good Strictly gossip.
Jessie, why have you only just joined?
I think she's in America. She was in America one week. You're giving out best dance.
Wait, can we just talk about Nancy's costume? So the reason why I loved it is it was sexy and just, so it was all black, but it was like mesh. She had like a skirt on, a corset, and it was just sexy, but so classy. So I was like, yeah.
It was actually too busy for me, but I know that you've got a better eye for fashion, so.
There you go. As I sit here in my grandma's tartan pajamas.
I love those, babe. I really like those. You're giving out best dance.
Best dance this week goes to Rhys and Nancy.
Yay!
Surprise!
Why is that?
Oh, do you know what? I love the tango. Like, I love all those, like, I don't know what they're called, but when they flick in between the legs and then they wrap.
The flicky doodahs.
Yeah, the flicky doodahs.
Yeah.
And I just thought when they did it, it was so precise. It was so clean. And it's one of my favourite things. And again, I just felt really like he was almost the pro dancer. Like, they were so strong together. It was just beautiful.
Jess says, I know many don't agree with me, but I truly believe AJ's routine was way too difficult for her. I think she smashed it. You agree, Ames?
Well, no, so I agree with that in terms of she's proven that she is this amazing dancer, and she made a couple of mistakes, probably because it was quite a push of a dance for her.
I don't notice these things, but you're much better at stuff like this. Right, can I give out this?
Are you just on your phone whilst you watch it every week? What are you up to?
Nothing. I'm being sensible.
You're writing notes.
Can I give out best chemistry?
Please.
And drum roll, please. Best chemistry goes to Rhys and Nancy. Yeah.
They've won 3 gongs this week.
Triple gong. A triple gong. Gong.
I hope triple gong doesn't mean you're gone.
No, triple gong stay. Well, this is what I want to talk to you about. Because now we get to who will leave. Now, I want to ask you, Rhys and Nancy and Dan Walker and Nadiya will be in the dance-off, right? Because remember, it's joined with popularity as well.
I think John and Johannes and Rhys and Nancy.
Oh, wow.
I don't believe that Dan Walker is going to be in the he clearly has a strong fan base behind him. So I think he's going to go through, and it'll be a really shocking. Well, they're all going to be shocking now, aren't they?
The thing is, and the reason I struggle some weeks to take Strictly seriously is because Dan and Nadiya were above AJ and Kai in the leaderboard.
Yeah.
Only by 1 point, but let that sink in, Amy.
Yeah.
That's mad, isn't it?
Yeah. It is.
So who's going tonight?
I think John and Johannes. Yeah.
I think Rhys and Nancy.
Do you? Or I'm not excited because I don't like it when people leave, but it'll be so interesting. Rhys and Nancy. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, guys,
right. We're
going to find out in T-1 hour. So.
Cannot wait. That was such a fun live. Kai joined. Yay.
That was like star, starstruck. Kai joined.
Oh, I'll just do a quick check of the questions, see if there's one more that's appropriate. We've talked a lot about. No, we've covered everything. All about finals, who's going, all that sort of stuff. Amy, will you see me here next Sunday?
I'll see you next Sunday, darling.
I promise my lighting will be even better. I'm going to turn off the yellow lights in my room. Is that a good idea?
Yeah. Get rid of any yellow.
Okay. I'll do that. Promise.
But no, as I said, you look so handsome today, darling. So the
Thank
lighting's working for you.
Thank you, darling. You're my inspiration.
Tell me one thing that's happening to you this week that's exciting.
Oh, I'm going to be on the Towie After Party Christmas special. So that's a big exclusive. So I'm filming that this week, and that'll be out for Christmas with Saffron, and I think Amy Childs is on it. It's going to have all the gossip from the Towie Christmas special, so watch out for that.
Oh, I can't wait to watch that. I can't wait.
Are you going to the theatre, darling?
Yes, so I'm going to the press night of my first panto of the year, which is Dick Whittington at the New Wimbledon Theatre in Wimbledon.
Oh, yes, you are.
Yes, I am. So really, really excited about that. It's on the 7th of December. So if anyone else is going, I will see you there.
You know who's in that?
Who?
Heba, who we saw outside.
Do you know Heba?
Babe, we saw her when we were together. I went to school with her. She's wicked. And Shane Ritchie, you're going to have so much fun.
Shane Ritchie, so fun. But also, guys, Heba, who obviously went to school with Benjy, and she is a friend of mine. And again, big West End superstar. So definitely go and see it because you won't be disappointed.
Really good. Really good. Darling, see you next week.
Bye, guys. I'm off to stuff my mouth full of food.